Hello everybody and welcome back to the Everyday Sewist. My name is Stephanie and it's good to have you back here again. And if you're just joining me for the first time, welcome. I'm glad you took the time to stop by and see what's been going on. So I just got back from retreat day before yesterday, and before I unpacked all of my stuff, I thought I would do a quick rundown of what I brought with me, but then what I actually used while I was there, because those are two different things. And then I also found a new thing that I wanted, so I just thought I would take a few minutes and run down all this stuff before I got it all packed, unpacked, and put away. So, first of all, I have this really large bag that I really like for carrying all of those tall things. So, in my tall bag, I can keep all my tall rulers. I brought with me and used my 6 by 24 inch ruler. I also brought and used my foldable mat. This was really handy and it's a great space saver. I brought and used my chair pad. This is a gel chair pad, and this is always fabulous to have, even if you're going for a one-day sewing at some other location, or I use it in my chair at home all the time. So that was really good to have. I brought with me my thread holder, my spool holder, because I still brought my large cone of thread with me for my sewing machine. And this is the little table that goes with my Janome sewing machine. Although I didn't sew with this one I brought as my backup sewing machine in case my machine failed. And I didn't need it for me, but within the first 2 or 3 hours of the retreat, somebody else's machine had decided to go haywire and she couldn't use it. And being an hour and a half away from home, it would be slightly inconvenient for her to have to drive, get a different machine, and bring on something else back. So my little extra sewing machine saved the day, saved her weekend. She was thrilled. I didn't mind at all. And so that ended up being a really great thing to have for whoever's machine goes out on them. Because, you know, unfortunately, it could easily happen to any one of us. So this big bag also holds my big Janome's extended throat plate. And I really wanted to bring that with me, and I really like using it with my large machine. So, and my large machine isn't here. I have already put that away. It's a red fronted, it's a 6700 Janome, which just sews like the wind and has a nice 11-inch throat space. So I brought that, and then last thing I had in my big bag is this pin test board, is what I've always called it. You can pin your blocks to it, you can iron on it, and it's a little larger than my wool mat that I often bring with me. And so this I used for ironing all of my fat quarters, half yards, and things like that. So that's what it's sized for. It's sized so that you can iron an entire fat quarter on here. So those were all things that I was really glad to have and use the entire time that I was there. Then I also, in this smaller bag, I brought I brought my little mini iron. I have the box here still. It is a Sunbeam Hot to Trot travel iron. And a lot of times when you go on retreat, you are not allowed to bring a full-size iron for your own table, but you are allowed to bring these smaller irons. So I did, and that was great because I could share it with my table mates, anybody else who needed to have a quick press. So that was something that I used the whole time that I was there as well. And next in here, I brought in several other rulers. This one I actually did not use at all. It's a precision trimmer for up to a 6-inch block. I usually keep it in my to-go bag anyway, but this time none of my projects were actually needing trimming up of any kind like this. But I will still keep this in my bag for next time. Then I also had an entire little pouch of all kinds of little things, and I will show you some of those because most of these I used as well. I had my numbered pins with me. I like the numbered pins because you can use them for rows or for block numbers or parts and pieces, so I did use those. I brought, but did not need to use this time, my grippy spray. I thought that one of the templates that I had brought with me that was brand new, I thought I would need to use it, but I didn't. So I didn't go around spraying things that I didn't need to. But I'm really glad to have this, and several other people who were there were interested in it. So I was glad that I had brought that. I brought some Scotch tape, did not need it, but that's okay. I'm glad I had that. Brought my tape measure, didn't need it, but still would always bring that with me as well. And it's a full size, big tape measure, big heavy one. I brought a case with my extra bobbins in it. Some of them have different colors on it, which is really nice in case for some reason, I didn't need any of these. I used just a neutral colored thread, but you never know. Maybe the person that had borrowed my machine would need a different color, and there's a couple empty, so this is always nice to have. I had scissors, I had extra needles, machine needles. I had my extra 1/4-inch foot for my machine. Did not need it, but I was glad I had it. I have a little baggie with some marking pens and pencils. I did not need any of those, but I always take those with me too. So this little baggie, or this pouch, was just filled with all kinds of odds and ends. And that would go into my bag every time I go anywhere to sew anywhere else. So I had that with me. In this main bag, this other bag was most of my projects and things related to making the projects. So let me go through a couple of those things. So I had my square ruler. This is a 12.5-inch square ruler. Don't think I used that this time. More bobbins. This is a baggie with an extra project. I didn't think I would get to it, but I thought if the mood struck me, I might go ahead and try making them. These are blocks, quilt blocks that are already kitted up from a Second Saturday program that I participated in years ago. And so I still have all of these cute little blocks all ready to go. And I would have to cut the pieces, but the fabrics and the directions are in each little pouch in there. So this was one of my backup projects. Oh, here's my cone of thread. This is Olfa 2310, really nice neutral color. It's not white, it's not gray, it's not tan. I like this color. It worked well on all the projects that I brought with me this time. We got a name tag, so I have a new name tag. That's really fun. I had my instructions for my machine in case something went wrong and I needed to look something up. I had another little pouch with some Post-it notes, some note paper, a pill bottle for pins that were bad, things like that, charging cable, and let's see. Oh yes, sorry that made a lot of noise. I always bring an extra power strip, power cord. This one has a really nice long cord, and I always bring one. I didn't need it. We had plenty of power hooked up, but if for some reason I needed an extra, or I could always use this in the hotel room as well. So I'm always glad to have that and always bring one of those with me everywhere. One of the projects that I brought were my string blocks. And so I used this old cat food container to kind of help corral and give me a place for all of these strips and stuff that I brought. I made one block, that's all. I just made one, but it was fun to have with me, and I was glad to have that as a possible project. Then I won a door prize, and so I've got to bring home this wonderful layer cake by Anila Hoey called Make Time. It's just adorable. It has sewing notion, scissors, pins, little stripes and checks, and very, very cute. So that was really fun to win a door prize. And our coordinator did a fantastic job lining up all of these fun little things for us to have and enjoy. She checked in on everybody frequently and made sure we were had what we needed. She got me in at the last minute. When someone else had to cancel, I got to go kind of late into the game. And she was so welcoming and just did an awesome job for coordinating our retreat. So that's all of the things that I brought, but I will tell you one of the things that I found out is that I usually bring this cute little pop-up tray, okay? It zips up when you're not using it, and everything gets tucked inside this little tray, and then when you unzip it, you've got this nice flat box to keep everything together. Well, as you can see, it's a little overstuffed, and so it got to where I couldn't even close it. I had to move things over into other pouches, and then that means things get spread out, and how do you find what you need? So the table mate across from me had something very similar to this. So as I'm sitting looking at hers and asking her about it, I got onto Amazon and placed an order, and this was waiting for me when I got home. So I am going to take all the things in my little pop-up tray, and I am going to be putting them into this cute little holder. See, this top one has a removable tray, and each of these comes off so that you can have them separate. Have you all heard of these? I bet a lot of you already have these or have things similar to that. And I try not to get ahead and get too many extra little gadgets and things like this, But now that I've exceeded the capacity of my cute little pop-up tray, it's time to get a new organizer. And I know that this will fit nicely into any one of the bags that I use when I bring my things around. It's by Sterilite, and it's called the Stack and Carry. And I like that it's by Sterilite because that means I will probably be able to get more of them or coordinating pieces if I want to. And I probably could find it locally as well, quite easily at one of the big box stores. So I'm going to look forward to dividing up all of this clutter in this mess here and make it easier for me to find my thread from my seam rippers, from my rotary cutters and blades and everything like that. So a little reorganization is going to be very welcome and really nice to have for next time. I will have a couple more projects to share with you in my next episode that I'm getting ready, and that will be episode 22. I hope you will join me for that. It will be out as soon as possible. And in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this little review of what I used and what I didn't. And did I overpack? Maybe a little bit, not too badly, not too bad. So I am really happy with everything that I brought, and I hope that you get to go on a retreat at some point if you haven't done so before. And if you have, and you have some favorite items that you bring with you on retreat, I would love to know. I think everybody else would love to hear what kinds of things they should bring with them on a retreat. And so please share all that in the comments below. Thanks for being here. See you soon. Bye-bye.